Hey guys, what's going on? Playz is back. Nothing to be done. Today we have something special for you guys. I decided to bake over 200 cookies for all the teachers, and here's why I did this.
I'm here with Mr. Van Scoy now. Mr. Van Scoy, introduce yourself. We've been here about a year and a half now.
My name is Mr. Van Scoy. I teach English Language Arts, 10th grade and 12th graders.
So I have a question here. How often are you stressed out that having to grade all the students' work? How many times a day? A week, over break, on from there?
So it's a consistent basis. Pretty much I go home every day. Before school, after school, I'm either creating study plans, creating lesson plans, grading work. It's pretty much nonstop. It's all the time.
So it's all the time? Do you even get a moment at home where it's maybe 9, 10, where you're able to just stop and just get away from it all? Or do you end up 9, 10, then you get an email from a student?
So yeah, it's pretty much that. Just I tend to get home maybe from 3 to 5. I can make sure I can spend some time with my family. I have a 2-year-old son, and we're able to hang out. And then
so if I'm correct, you give yourself that cutoff time that really just...
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then it picks back up again. Because then after he goes to bed, then I can do a little work after that again.
I do gotta say, I don't sleep at night. I know she doesn't sleep at night. I know kids in general don't sleep at night. So I kind of feel bad probably getting an email 1 o'clock, probably from me, hey, I kind of need this graded real quick.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
All right, so my second question for you is, with the midterms and finals, and here recently we had a schedule change where our midterms were going to be after, but now they're before. Did that stress you out? Did you have to completely rearrange your plans for it all?
So yeah, it actually did. So what happened was we had everything planned and making sure we get so many grades in that time, and when that happened, it cut our planning short. And so we had to revamp our whole system. A lot of teachers had to make sure they quickly got a lot of things done before the midterm. So it just rushed everything so much more and put a little bit more induced stress on us because of that. So it was a little bit difficult to react to that.
Right, okay, I get it. So how would you feel if a few students or a group of students or a student went out of their way to show some appreciation to you guys? I'm actually in the middle of baking around 300 to 400 cookies for all the teachers and staff here at the school, and I'm going to hand them out myself. And that's the main reason why I'm here to interview you, because I want to make sure you get the point across. You understand, there's appreciation. I want to show appreciation. You guys need appreciation.
I would be utterly shocked and appreciated.
Utterly shocked.
So teachers, we go into this profession because we care about you. And to get that reciprocated just means so much.
See, with that interview concluded, I was determined to get these cookies done. I had so much work to get done in just a small amount of time. I had 2 days to do this. Here's a bit of a time lapse of me on the first day. Miss Stolz from Estero High School. She's one of the medical teachers, and I have a few questions for you. Want to introduce yourself? You know, a bit more in depth on what you do inside the school.
So I teach in the medical academy. I teach a medical skills class, and I also teach science. I teach anatomy and physiology.
Interesting. I have a few questions for you today, and it's actually about how often are you grading for your students?
It really varies because it's kind of a feast or famine. Usually I try to schedule all of my exams around the same time, so preparing exams and giving exams, there are times when every day I'm doing it on my prep period at school, and I take papers home and I grade them at home as well. There are some weeks when I don't have any grading to do, so it really varies, but I would say on an average probably 2 to 3 days a week if I had to average it out.
So 2 to 3 days? Compared to other teachers, do you think you grade less than the normal?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to a whole lot of teachers about how much they grade. I did find a program that helps me to cut down on the amount of time that I have to use in grading. Before that, my first year of teaching, before I knew about that program, I spent way more time grading. So technology has really helped me to cut back on that a little bit. And I'm sure some of the more seasoned teachers who have been doing this longer probably already know about it. So I would guess maybe about the same amount of time.
Maybe. Well, sometimes I hear from other teachers that they're always grading, so it's just like I like to ask that general question. My next question for you is, how stressful do you get whenever it comes to like a new schedule change for midterms a week or like finals? How stressed do you typically get? Because I like to change up the schedule on us all the time.
Right. I think it's really stressful from a teacher's perspective because we have an idea of our lesson plan. We put a lot of work into our lesson plans. That's how I spend a lot of my evenings, a lot of my weekends, just trying to figure out what I'm going to teach, how I'm going to teach it, how I can make it more interesting, how I can make it interactive. And then I get these things established and I have a plan, usually a few weeks in advance, of what I'm going to do each day. Whenever there is a change, for instance, this year when they changed the midterm, and we found out that we were going to be doing it weeks earlier than expected, that was really difficult because I had to completely regroup and rethink things. I did not have any midterm study guides ready. I didn't have midterm exams ready.
So with them all doing that, they made you just have to cancel everything and then rewrite a script pretty much.
Not necessarily rewrite it completely, but yes, we had to scrap the original plan and refocus and hurry up and change up everything we were doing. So I wasn't expecting to have to do all of those things. I felt a lot of pressure because I wanted my students to have plenty of time to prepare for their midterm, and I was planning on using a lot of the time over break to prepare myself. So I think it was a good thing that they're doing it before break instead of after, because I can't imagine taking tests right after you come back from a long break.
The cognitive intuition of the brain really doesn't work that well,
Right.
Especially after having a 2-week break.
And as I come closer to the giving out the cookies, I start to think, I'm so close. This feels good.
And it was finally time to move on with my journey. Here's some reactions for you guys, though.
Okay, so cookies awesome. They're spoiling us rotten here too.
Don't worry.
This is my spoil. This is from the student.
Cool.
This is my completely new project for you guys.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank
You
you.
guys get some appreciation. You guys always get
That's nice.
kind of need you to stay motivated so you don't quit on me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no lie. Thank you. I appreciate it. From you?
Yeah, I made all the cookies here at the school with the overview of Chef Ross. So she was an email sent out.
I haven't checked my email like an hour. Are you serious?
Yeah, I made all these cookies. You as well, come on out. I baked a little over 300 cookies.
Sure. What's your name?
I'm Steven. I like to show appreciation to all the teachers. You guys kind of do a lot of work. I interviewed Dan Stoy about all homemade here at the school. No camera. I come with an offering. Choose your poison.
I just saw the email that you would be coming around. Awesome.
They're all homemade, or not homemade, because, school made technically.
School made.
But I made them here at the school completely.
This one with the pork.
I was to do it all.
Right in there. I'll take this one.
That was long for long. Like, can I get a treat? I'm like, no. Sorry, those are the teachers. Choose one.
Just one?
There's two in each bag.
Okay, thanks. You got me. I'm gonna take a little one for my princess.
Listen. Time to go down in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. Here's some pictures I got with the teachers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Late Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you guys.